Hey team. So I just got off of a call with corporate for the Canada Market Council. Lots of great stuff coming up, including discussion on cafe latte Shakeology and when that's going to be available. The deal is they've done everything on their end, and Health Canada has it and are taking forever, right, to process everything as usual. We are also looking at packaging on Shakeology because if you were with us, the Canadian coaches, back when we were still an American company, the packaging looked very different. The warnings and the contraindications on the Canadian label are intense compared to what they are in the US. And so Beachbody wants to make sure that we are following all guidelines and that we are covering our own butts, right, when it comes to warning labels and all of that stuff. However, they've hired a team in order to look at the packaging and the verbiage on there to make it so that it doesn't look so like harsh kind of thing. Obviously, the FDA doesn't have the same kinds of guidelines when it comes to natural supplements. So any sort of like vitamins and all of that kind of stuff, it's not like they're not even approved by the FDA. They can say whatever they want, right, in the US. And in Canada, they've got all the warnings and all of that stuff. So they're looking at it and looking at a way to follow all the guidelines, but not make it like it is right now where you look at it and you're like, holy crap, this stuff is serious, you know? So there's that. Also, I've requested the opportunity to speak with corporate on our current shipping solution in Canada. I think they're taking me seriously. We're going to schedule a call between myself and I don't know what the dude's title is, the manager of international something. So I'll be talking with them, and I think they're really looking at all this from an American perspective. Like they're looking at shipping from an American perspective. Canada is a whole different animal. This is what I did when I worked corporate. So I think hopefully I'll have the opportunity to offer some insight that they don't currently have coming from a US perspective. So changes happen slowly. Like wheels turn very slowly in a big organization, in a big corporation like this. So I wouldn't expect anything too soon. However, they've already set in motion. We need faster shipping to Canada, and we just need a better solution overall, right? So all of that is happening. We also had a discussion on the dollar and the disparity between US and Canadian dollar. I know there are a lot of coaches saying, well, we should be paid fairly in terms of what the exchange rate is, but that is not all that there is to consider. A big part of this is that it's expensive for Beachbody to do business in Canada because of that disparity, right? And so I would rather my customer keep the price at what it is for a really long time and make what we're making now at 1.15 than to be paid at 1.4, right? And then have them have to pay more for that, because being paid at 1.15 of what we're making now is better than being paid at 1.4 of nothing, right? So we want to keep the business stable. That's always been the priority since we had the price jump last year. And that involved a lot of discussion with the top coaches in the Canadian network. Prices aren't going anywhere. They're staying where they are. But our pay is also not going anywhere in the near future. Okay, so that's really what's up in Canada. I will let you guys know as the Market Council meets what changes are made. And before you ask, I can't give you a date yet on Cafe Latte Shakeology or on anything else, like products-wise, what's available in the US as opposed to what's available in Canada. I have no dates yet, but it's all coming up for discussion, and I will let you know when I know.